Hey guys, it's Katrina from Daily Astrology, and today is Sunday, November 17th. But before we get into today's chart, I still want to touch on yesterday's chart because it was so significant. I don't want to let it pass us by without touching on it. So, ever since we had that full moon in Taurus, the moon has continued to just come through and be activated and go through these big transits. And yesterday was definitely one of those days. The moon was in its home sign of Cancer, joined with the North Node. So, there was something going on that was very fated, helping us to align with what is going to bring us more happiness. It was trying to align with who we really are at the core and what is needed to be done to bring us more emotional security. And so our emotions were heightened yesterday, which could have been a great time for some sort of like conversation, communication, speaking about what you really feel or speaking about the truth on something that allows you to really find some healing, as there was this grand water trine that is being activated. But that's not it. There was also something called a kite. And a kite is when the energy synchronistically works together to move us out of something, to fly us forward. Okay, so as we were more sensitive, tuning in to how we feel, the realms of our feeling, making us more compassionate, more emotional, more sensitive, we were moving through something that has possibly been very repressed, affecting how far we can go, affecting our ability to commit to these goals we have and to really step forward and achieve the things we are capable of achieving. One of them being more happiness and emotional security. Okay, so yesterday we were really feeling these emotions that have been repressed, maybe anger or frustration or guilt or shame or depression or feelings of inadequacy, feelings of being held back, pessimism. Okay, this could have also been about, victim consciousness or you feeling like a victim. One thing that was really being triggered was Mercury. Mercury was looking at our thoughts and how certain thoughts continue to trigger a certain way that we feel or how we inwardly feel about ourselves. Maybe these thoughts are keeping us stuck in the past. Maybe we keep reliving the past, triggering a certain emotion or a way that we feel that is not allowing us to move forward, and it's actually holding us back. Okay, so with Neptune involved, it's saying we need to transcend this, we need to rise above this. There could be some sort of thoughts that keep us escaping, some sort of thoughts that are destructive, that sabotage our own happiness or sabotage our ability to commit to these goals that we have and actually achieve these things that we are capable of achieving. So victim consciousness could be a big thing. You just constantly seeing the situations from one way of seeing it that allows you to be the victim, but it continues you stuck in the past. It continues you feeling a certain way that is like distracting. Okay, it's distracting your ability to actually move forward. It's distracting your ability to achieve your goals. And so yesterday there was a big importance of us focusing on what we needed emotionally right then. Okay, because we were moving through things that have been repressing us. We've been moving through very repressed emotions and thought patterns. Okay, there was certain mindsets that were coming up with Mercury retrograde. It was saying there's an importance of how we're seeing things. There's an importance of our mind and our thought patterns, or with communication, that is affecting how you inwardly feel about yourself or your emotions on an everyday basis. These thought patterns are needing to be transcended. We're needing to bring these thought patterns to an end. Okay, so there was something happening yesterday that was synchronistically working to bring us out of this. Okay, there was a big healing going on of our mind and our emotions. Okay, maybe this healing came through communication or writing, some sort of truthful communication with Mercury and Scorpio, but also maybe it just came through you feeling it. What you were feeling, you were healing. All right, so that was yesterday, and now let's look at today. So now looking at the chart for Sunday, November 17th, we have the moon finishing up in its home of Cancer for the beginning part of the day. We start off with some feel-good energy as it's trining the sun. To me, this feels like some emotional empowerment, sovereignty over our emotions. Things are feeling more at ease. We're feeling more empowered. We're feeling more compassionate and intuitive and just, sympathetic, empathetic, at ease, okay, for the beginning part of our day. And I think this has a lot to do with the clearing of these repressed emotions that we've been dealing with. But with it at in conjunct to Jupiter, that may have to do with your attitude. Like this may be depending how at ease you're feeling this morning, may be depending on your attitude or your perceptions of how you're seeing things, okay? But by the afternoon, some discomfort is being triggered. Something uncomfortable is happening in a very karmic fated way. It's very important. Mars at the 29th degree is saying something is very important happening, dealing with other people, dealing with your relationships, partnerships, friendships, somebody else in your life. There's a situation that is happening that is triggering discomfort. It may be triggering anxiety. It may be triggering frustration or irritation or anger. This may be looking at the effect that other people have on your emotional well-being. Okay, the 29th degree is saying something important is happening here. You are needing to take action that allows for a shift, that allows for a change. This is asking you to initiate a change. It's coming through discomfort. It's saying this is making you uncomfortable, so you need to take action in order to change the way that this, to create this change, to move you out of this discomfort. The 29th degree is saying, do you really want peace? Do you want a more harmonious life? Do you want to feel more balanced? So this is us taking action in order to have that. Now, if you look over here, Mars rules Aries, and Aries is also involved. So here we have we have Chiron and Aries trining the moon. So after this possible discomfort really pushing us to take some action that creates change, we're actually receiving healing. And this healing is around maybe our sense of self-image, like how we see ourselves or how we think we are seen by other people. But also, as Mars, it's dropping into Leo, this has to do with like our creative self-expression and our ability to follow our heart, this healing around our hearts that is happening, that maybe in the past, we dealt with feelings of rejection. This came up this week, these feelings of rejection from our childhood that are still affecting our ability to take action on these things that we desire, okay, or commit to these things that we desire. So there had been these wounds that are coming up, and there's something today that is helping us to heal these wounds, okay, around our creative self-expression, around our inner child, around our heart, our ability to follow our heart. Okay, there's a healing happening here. And then as we continue about our day, Uranus in Taurus is squaring the moon as it's in Leo. Okay, so yes, we are receiving healing. Yes, there's some sort of change that we are being asked to go into this direction that is like, if you really want harmony and peace, you need to initiate a change. This is allowing for healing around your heart, your inner child, your creative self-expression. And Uranus, it's liberating you from unconscious conditioned patterns that have been affecting your heart, that has been affecting your ability to experience more love, to express your light, to do the things you love, to have more joy in your life. So there's some maybe anxiety that again is being triggered, some nervousness, some fears, some walls are being triggered that keeps you maybe closed down, untrusting, afraid, or these wounds around your self-worth or your value, or something to do that you've been attracting, okay? Something that you've been attracting, is coming up for you to see, okay? This has been attracting your reality. This has been keeping you afraid. This has been keeping these walls up. This has been affecting how you feel about yourself, okay? This is being triggered today by the later part of the day, and it's like, this is uncomfortable. This may be creating some anxiety or some nervousness again. But this is awakening you to an unconscious pattern that has been influencing what you're attracting in your reality. Okay, so that's what's going on there. And I feel like this is so aligned because we were just talking about Libra energy and Taurus energy, and the ruler of both of those signs is Venus. And Venus, this is her cycle right now, as she just had her full moon in Taurus, okay? And now Venus, the two most beneficial planets we have, Venus and Jupiter, are joined together at the galactic center. Jupiter's at the galactic center right now. This is a time of major growth and expansion and benefit. And this benefit has a lot to do with what we've been attracting into our reality. We are expanding past these previous beliefs or attitudes or perceptions that have created limitations around how far we can go, that have created limitations around our ability to experience more joy, more love. Okay, this has also been influencing like our relationships and our experience in relationships. And so what we are being triggered to move through today, even though it's uncomfortable, it's highly beneficial as Jupiter and Venus are joining together. You can see it in the night sky. If you go and look at night, you'll see Jupiter and Venus joining together at night. And it's a really beneficial thing as it's on the galactic center. This is a time of major growth and expansion with our experiences and what we're attracting and just how we feel in life, our general outlook on life, and our ability to have more joy and love, okay, and more abundance. So that's the energy for today. I hope you guys are having a beautiful weekend. Great Sunday. Take care.